Monday evening here in Calgary, we had cold temperatures, a little bit of snow, but the rest of the week it's going to get warmer. Chinook will blow in plus 12 by Friday, they say. Let's bring you up to date. Draw 6 this afternoon. It was New Brunswick, Jeremy Millay against Team Canada and John Morris. Millay with last rock and leading by 1. Look what Morris does with his last, however, as he'll play the run back right into the crotch, get rid of 2 stones at the top of the 4. Millay couldn't respond, and Team Canada steals the win, make the final 6-5. Territories, Jamie Cooey Yellowknife against Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs from Sault Ste. Marie, and this team looking so sharp, despite the fact they think they're not playing very well. The draw for 4, and they roll to a 4th straight win, 9-4 over the Territories. Team British Columbia, Jim Cotter from Kelowna and Verdun against Brad Gushue, Newfoundland and Labrador. Final stone, Brad Gushue, went right away out of his hand. He says it picked something. He would miss the shot. Cotter would steal 2 more and go on to the win, 6-3. And that is loss number 1 for Newfoundland and Labrador. In the final game on the ice, Jean-Michel Menard, Quebec against Adam Casey and PEI. Wonderfully played game. Tied at 5 in the 10th. Final stone for the 2006 Brier champion, Menard, and he'll draw the 4-foot and pick up the win, his 2nd in a row. The final there, 6-5. So as we take a look at the standings, just 1 team remains undefeated. Northern Ontario, top of the table. Bunch at 3, big bunch at 2, and still just 1 team winless, and that is the Territories. So this is what's ahead on this Monday night. And once again, you'll have your choice. TSN 1 and 3, Saskatchewan against Team Canada, or on 4 and 5, Ontario against Northern Ontario. It's your choice on a Monday night from the Tim Hortons Brier. For Team Ontario, that saying about youth being wasted on the young just doesn't apply here. They're wise beyond their years. 2-1, turning heads. That skill level, that energy, shaking up the field. As for Brad Jacobs and his team, well, they're performing as expected. Atop the standings, a force to contend with. Northern Ontario is rolling, so who can stop them? Draw 7, the Brier is next. Making their way into the Saddle Dome for this Monday evening draw of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship. As we say hello, Canada, and welcome back to our continuing coverage from Calgary. Cheryl Russell. Ontario, their first time here, and there's nothing shy about them, Cheryl. They believe that they should be here. They won Ontario. They play on the tour. They come in with an attitude, we can beat anybody.
They do, and I really like that aggressive style of play. They're aggressive out there, they're going hard when they have the hammer, but you have to have defense at the same time, and that has been an issue. They're giving up deuces 62% of the time without the hammer, and that's the highest in the field. So against this Jacobs team, you're going to have to be very careful. Leave no enemy stones in play, and wait to make your move when you have the hammer.
Northern Ontario, 4 straight wins, the only undefeated team, and they still think they're not playing well.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. You know, if that's their B game pick, the 4 teams that have lost to them, I think would beg to differ. I think they're playing great. This guy right here, 89%. The third, Ryan Fry, you guessed it, 89%. Those are big numbers after 4 games on this swingy ice. But for this game tonight, they have to respect this team from Ontario. Mark Kean is making all the draws he looks at. Jacobs would be smart to keep the rocks high in the rings, force Kean to hit.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. Monday night at the Brier in Calgary.
Come on. good. Wait. Wait for team.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
It's multi-sheet coverage here at the Tim Hortons, first time in network history. Your choice. TSN 1 and 3, Team Canada, Saskatchewan, or on TSN 4 or 5. It's a battle of Ontario, the South against the North. It's time to meet the teams. Now it's brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Mark Kean, skip of Team Ontario. At lead is Scott Gomer Howard. At second, David Splash Mathers. At third, Matt Camberger Cam. And we play out of the Fenland Falls Curling Club.
Hi, I'm Brad Jacobs, skip of Team Northern Ontario. Our lead is Ryan Harnden. Our second is EJ Harnden. Our third is Ryan Fry. And we curl out of Sioux Curlers Association in Sault Ste. Marie.
And the North has the early advantage as they get the last rock. They've won the draw. They'll play the Yellowstones and have the hammer. Ontario plays the red to get us underway. Scott Howard.
What do you call for that?
I didn't see. In.
So he calls?
Go, Dave, go!
Not a good idea that the front end's asking halfway down where they want to brush it to.
They didn't see it. It's not a sharp start.
That's not a good spot either. If it's tough, but if you could nose that, Ontario can't hit it because it'll be in the free guard zone.
Clean, clean, whoa, clean, clean, yep, whoa.
Now I'm going to make an assumption here. Seventh among the leads at 88%. There's not much separating the leads, is there?
No, that's just it. That leads are really tough to look at. You know, you've got maybe between the first place and about sixth place is maybe 2 or 3 points. So it's not a lot. And it also depends the leads, what you're playing. We talk about Lisa Weigel all the time where she's playing a tick shot. You miss 2 of those in a game, you can't curl much better than 90. So it's a little lower number though than Ryan normally is.
You're inside. Lots of room. Line's good. Line's good. Line only. Close. Yep. Hard.
And they're coming around now.
That pick?
We haven't got to see this
That's
sheet
it?
as much as we've actually been on sheet D quite a bit so far, but there's a couple spots in sheet D that really went hard, so we'll have to watch this sheet and see if we see that tonight.
How much weight did he have? Control.
Talked about this
Clean.
powerhouse team. There's no weak links at all. You know, EJ moving from third down to second to make room for Ryan Fry. That was very commendable of him to do that. There's so many wonderful shot makers out there in our country that have to skip or third or something, and they can't build 4 good players. You got to get them all together to be this successful.
No, and that's what you are seeing more and more of our teams right from the lead position up, and people are moving down. They're just trying to build the strongest unit that they can.
Yep. Hard. Right to it. Shot.
Very nice. Gets them both. Leaves the shooter center line as we say good evening, Kathy Gauthier. You know, I wish you'd wear the name tag so I could just know who you're talking to. Sorry, Mark Kean. I was mentioning to Cheryl that their attitude is one where we're here, we deserve to be here, we should be winning this.
Well, they're very confident, no question about it. I asked them what they took out of that game against Kevin Cooey last night. He said they felt they played really well, but they had a team meeting and they invited Glenn Howard to join them. Mark's very quick to say that Glenn Howard is not a hockey dad. He only gives advice when asked, and they really felt that they needed to go more aggressively after teams and asked him if he would support that. He did and said, that's what you guys came here to do. Go do it. That's how you're going to win. Expect to see them going after teams in the second, third, and fourth ends.
Yeah, keep moving. Keep moving. Should be okay, boys.
Just keep it clean. Make sure it's in. Bite the
I
button.
think that's great advice, Cheryl. You know,
Dave.
Glenn's been there more than anybody else, and he understands that when you're playing a team like Jacobs or Cooey,
I guess. I thought it
you
threw
can't
really
wait
good.
around and hope
Yeah,
for
it
some
just
wide open misses or, you know, free draws. But you have to apply that pressure. It might not work. You could lose 10-0, but that's no different than 2-1.
Right, makes no difference.
Clean. Whoa.
I think just as I was talking about in the opening, that the time they have to be careful is when they don't have hammer, because we were looking at the stats before and giving up, you know, multiples, a deuce 62% of the time. That's highest in the field. So I agree with being aggressive, but aggressive only with the hammer.
I forgot.
Yeah, I can't agree more. It's you look at the front end for this Northern Ontario team. They're up quite a bit on the Ontario front end, so they have to be careful. They have to pick their spots here, Ontario.
It's good.
And against a team,
Easy.
Northern Ontario, that feels if they've done something well in their 4 wins, is that they make the most of the hammer, getting the deuce, and then holding the opposition to just 1.
Yep. Sorry, they're the best in the field. It's like a 3.5 differential. They score 8 points a game, and they're holding the opponents to 4.5. So those are really good numbers in a big spread.
Easy. This will curl, Fry. Clean. Still out there. Easy.
Yeah, at this level, it sounds simple, but Jacobs keeps winning hammer. He gets a deuce maybe in the second or third end. You force the team to a single. You manage to get a deuce a little later, and it's now the other team has to outscore you by 4 points. It's not going to happen. A couple deuces with the great hitters that we have out here today, that's a lot.
Shot. Yep. Clean or rock. Hair less. Easy. Not much. Clean. 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 Throw Matt.
So further to what you both are talking about, when you look at the team comparison here, points per game advantage Jacobs. Against, that's very difficult when you're giving up more than you're scoring, so you see the difference, plus 3.5 on the Northern Ontario side, so that's where Ontario really has to make the adjustment, is to cut down the points given up.
Well, and that's exactly, we've looked at it, and points against correlates the strongest to winning. So that's where they have to improve, is holding their opponents, forcing them to win with the hammer.
Matt was probably control here, Mark. Yeah. Yeah, it looked a little. Yeah, Matt was control. That's fine. Clean. Less. Yep. Whoa, clean. That's clean. Clean. Clean or rock. Yep. Oh.
They opened
Clean.
up with a win
Clean or
against PEI.
Good.
And in fact, Mark thought that was a break for them,
Sure, Mark.
being here for the first time. A win against PEI.
I'm just going to head down there. Yeah,
Rather than opening up against this team tonight, you play Northern Ontario right out of the gate. He says that, for us, gave us a chance to get our feet wet, get used to the ice.
Oh, yeah, but no question. You get to this big stage, you're so uptight, you're so nervous. You lose 1 or 2, and then you have to play a team like this, and you're thinking, oh, will I ever win? And it's embarrassing when you lose 3 or 4 in a row in your head. You just don't know whether you're going to turn around because they've never been here before. So rattle off 2 wins off the start, and that's the perfect recipe. Now they're more confident. They don't have to worry about their record. They've already got 2 wins in the bank, and they can go forward.
When you think back, though, it was a steal of the win for Ontario because PEI did have the last rock in that game.
Yeah, Adam rolled out with his last one, Adam Casey, and gave Ontario that win.
But that is right. You just get those wins under your belt. because otherwise you start to get tight and you worry. You're right. When's the wind's going to come? Then you're not just throwing and relaxed out there, and that's where you start to try to make shots rather than just throw at the broom.
Throw, Mark.
It's like anything. I think somebody in baseball who's a power hitter, and as they say, you know, you start gripping the bat a little too tightly, or the hockey stick, or even a golf club, instead of just free swinging. Looking for the blank final stone here in one. So we'll open with a blank here in the first. Northern Ontario will take the hammer to 2. 44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2015 Ford F-150, the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number, well, it was trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, Colin Hodgson goes rock to rock against Saskatchewan's Stellan Myers. And the lead from Manitoba, making his first Brier appearance, comes up big when he needed to. In the final round, already in front, Hodgson would ice it, scoring a maximum 5 on the double takeout. Colin Hodgson wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on Canada's best-selling pickup, the Ford F-150. At the Saddle Dome here in Calgary, with the Flames on the road, the Hitmen away, the Roughnecks. The only thing here this week is curling. Canadian Men's Curling Championship, Tim Hortons Brier. And our featured game on this Monday night is a Battle of Ontario. The North against the South. And after that blank in 1, it is Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones here in 2.
Just enough of this Ontario Stone open. I like this call. I think some of the teams getting too big a habit of throwing freezes here. This will widen that scoring area later in the end for Northern Ont.
Yep, hard. You're not bumping. Yep, hard. Gotta go hard, Brad. Just pay attention. Back the board. Think that's enough? Ryan's ran pretty straight.
I don't mind that, Cheryl, to not tap it out. When I'm coaching, I'm saying to people, when you have hammer, you don't have. When you don't have hammer, you kind of like to get the opponent's rock out of there. But that allowed Northern Ontario to throw that nice soft weight and hang around. Rock at the back shouldn't be a problem.
We should have enough.
No, we're close.
Well, if you can.
You're going to have to go, Peter. Go on the yellow.
Anything.
Go on the yellow. Good.
Shot.
Good weight.
Okay, Kathy, let's start our updates with Quebec against Alberta. Quebec coming off that win earlier today. Alberta had lost their first 2, looked very impressive in their first win yesterday. Jean-Michel Menard.
Well, Kevin Cooey made a great freeze on his final stone, and so Jean-Michel trying to angle his own guard sideways.
And we'll miss it on the way by, so that one on the lid is a steal of 1 for Alberta. And Kevin Cooey, who, if you weren't with us, was suffering, some reports say stomach flu, others say food poisoning on Saturday, and they lost their opening 2.
I'd rather throw like a hack or a soft control. Hack weight on the nose. Yeah, just a way straighter. I'd rather it be tighter to the rock. Just sweep it. Let's do it.
I think part of the reason they thought for Kevin Cooey that it was food poisoning is it came on so quick. He was fine and had lunch and then not well. So usually the good thing about that is it goes away just as quick.
Went away last night for him. They were unbelievable.
Go by it. Go by it.
It's a little bit of a straight spot down here.
Ticket buried.
I moved this, Mark. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Team Canada, after that steal of the win earlier today at 2-2, Saskatchewan, Steve Laycock, and that's a frustrated-looking John Morris.
Well, it should be. He was playing a double. The big weight missed everything. And so that is why this is, in fact, a draw for 3 to the paint.
For Laycock out of the Nutana in Saskatoon.
Weight's good. Real good. Yep. Fine. Hard. Good. Whoa. Easy. Not the weight. Yep. How much? Not the weight. Whoa. Back 4. Back 8. Back 4. Back 4. Make sure you move it. Make sure you move it. 14-6. All you got. Right on the count, guys, so we know. Gotta know.
Wow. An open draw for 3 in the first.
3 yellow. I'd say good end.
Yeah, well.
I would say good end.
Yeah, well, you can say it. It's to put 3 on the board against John Morris, who still can't believe it.
Yep.
E.J. Harnden.
Well, yep. Hard. Wow.
Run it back, touch, and he's going to get 3 of them.
Shot, E.
Great shot.
Brett. Great shot, E. I didn't know you could get that left one.
That's how you become a gold medalist. You know that he missed. Not only missed, he missed the wrong way. It was a really bad effort on his first one. Walks down and makes the triple, rolls away.
What if we rip the guard?
We got nothing going on right now.
No, the guard.
Yeah. Do you hate that?
I don't mind it.
Just watch this. You want to rip it this way?
Go this way with it. Yeah.
And you could, the other option with this is you could come around, try and get the force, but if you ever slid deep and you're playing to the wings and it's a good opportunity. I like this. One of the things they were having issues with was, you know, giving up too many points to the other opponent when they didn't have the hammer. So this is moving towards not letting that happen. And it's not that you are defensive minded, you're just trying to either force or not allow steals.
Yeah, it would have been tempting. You're laying 4, all of a sudden the triple happens. You're thinking, oh, I'll just bury one here. But he recognized the opportunity was on there. Somebody in the front end yelled down, we've got nothing going for us here. They ripped the guard and lived to play another end.
The great start to the end was that they put so much pressure on Jacob's team. They had a great setup until EJ made a pretty brilliant triple.
Curl a little bit, Matt. Control. Yep.
Matt Cam.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Easy. Yep. No, easy. Clean. Throw, Matt. Shoot, Matt. Good.
Well, Manitoba opens with 2 against Newfoundland and Labrador, and it was a brilliant 2 by Reed Carruthers. Picked a stone off the top of the button, saved a couple of his own. So an early lead on Brad Gushue.
Clean. Yep.
Reed Carruthers couldn't see a half an inch of that rock. He hit and doubled him off and got his deuce. He ticks the guard or misses wide. He gives up to.
Good shot. Good weight.
Yeah. Kind of weight, Mark. Just board up. Okay.
Kind of weight. Control. Okay. Kind of weight, Mark. Control. Maybe just still a hair sticky here. Just no one's throwing here, but should be okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I'm throwing control. Yeah. Clean for now. Easy. Just clean. Oh.
Mark Kean for Skip Stone.
Clean. Good, Mark.
Youngest team here at this year's Brier at an average of 24.5 years of age.
Gotta roll in.
I like what I see to this Ontario team. Not only 2-1, and the game they lost was to a 95% Kevin Cooey team, but I like the weight they throw on these shots. Just like board control. There's nothing big. giving it to the Brushers.
I mean, what's easier?
No, I think that's a result of playing on the tour and playing against the teams that are. That's what you and I've talked about that so much, that all these top teams have brought that weight down. They're making hits with a lot softer weights, and they're using their sweepers. And I think these younger teams see that, and they learn that from playing against them.
Yeah, but it was something too, Russell, they had to learn, Northern Ontario. I mean, when we first started watching them play, and first with Al Harnden, and then with their dad, Eric, they were a pretty upweight team. And then when they got on their own the first time, everything was just bang everything.
Yeah, you're right. Excellent. That's an excellent point. One-dimensional, no question about it. Unbelievable hitters, but they've learned this soft game. They'd go to the Brier, go 5 and 6, 6 and 5, and then eventually they turn that around in the soft shots. Partly because they've got those weapons on the front end that can help you make those draws and freezes, and they are as good as anybody with the soft shots now.
I mean, if you look at if they were going to emulate anybody, they looked at Kevin Martin with his front end brushing. That's what we've got, and they've raised that bar up now with the Harnden brothers.
I think that's good.
Well, Mike McEwen even mentioned this year that, watching Brad Jacobs' team and the fitness, that was one of the additional things they wanted to add into their team. So, they're all learning from each other, and they're looking at the top teams on the tour and trying to see what they're doing and what they could add to their game to get to the top where the opposition is sitting.
Easy.
Brad didn't quite roll in. Now it's a free try to get around here.
Okay, just clean the room.
Mark Strawweed's been exceptional.
Take the rock, Dave.
Ton of room. Easy. Yeah, now Dave.
Marquette had his last.
As far as you can bring it.
Gotta go.
Hard! Go hard, Davey.
Go hard!
Davey. Go hard, go hard. Okay, that's fine. It's good, Mark.
I don't know whether they took too much ice rust or but there just wasn't the kind of finish there.
Well, I'm guessing they did, because if you ever tick that yellow coming in, the yellow rolls in the ring is the wide one hit for 2, and that would have been a disaster.
Good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay, Brad.
They've got to squeeze it a little bit by that stone just outside the 12-foot. Well done. And so we go back to blanks in this Battle of Ontario in Alberta. Blank 1, blank 2, and here we go to the third. And once again, it will be Northern Ontario that has last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. So in a game like this, if you're trying to pick some kind of an advantage here, who's playing better? Who's got an advantage? I mean, if you're Northern Ontario, say, okay, we're not generating anything, we keep to the last rock. But is Ontario, Russ, happy at this moment?
I'd call it pretty even. Team Kean had to make a nice double in the first hand to stop a bit of a threat, and then when EJ missed his first one down here, they were in big trouble until he made the triple, turned it around. So they're going toe-to-toe, really.
Well, Alberta stole one in that first after that missed slash by Quebec. Once again, last rock, Jean-Michel Menard.
Kevin Cooey rolled too far on his first one, and Jean-Michel was able to make the double. Kevin Cooey tried a big weight cross house, and it did nothing and sat right there. So this is the hit for 2.
Judge me.
Around the edges, and Quebec takes the 2-1 lead. That's the point we made right from day one on Saturday before it all began, that you're going to get some teams here. I mean, you look ahead. If Alberta loses this, they're 1-3. Who would have ever thought that? There are going to be some very good teams that are going to lose a lot of games.
Well, and I think that just speaks to how great of a field it is out here in the depth of the field, and it's going to be an interesting day on Friday if there's a lot of teams and a lot of tiebreakers.
Manitoba's lost 2 already. John Morris is down 3-0 here. Almost lost this afternoon. No kidding. It's wide open.
Certainly this moment trying to wrap it around, and they do. Again, that is from day one, and give full credit to Jamie Barassa and his ice-making crew. The fact that you're going to be able to, almost like a guard, wrap those stones around and get that much curled that late.
I played on ice where the rocks, as long as that red one, you can't get around to that guard. So it's unbelievably beautiful for the and because of the quality of brushers now, these athletes we have on the front ends, those shots are becoming more and more makeable. Beautiful spot. Tough to deal with this one. You just got to freeze to the corner.
Yeah.
Line's not great.
Line's okay. Line's okay.
Just top 12 right now.
David Mathers.
Line's good.
Top house.
Like to go.
Whoa,
Gotta go.
looks there.
No
Looks
bounce.
there.
No, we're not there.
Don't want to lock onto this.
Where are we?
We're just top 12.
Go. Yep.
Yep. Hard.
That's pretty good.
They missed that one, Shirley.
Yeah, they just seemed to be waiting for line, and then
I looked like it might have got to that rock if they kept brushing.
Back, just through.
It's tough for the brushers too, because you have to wait for that break point. Sometimes it doesn't come in time, so you have enough speed left to get it there.
well, and these have been kind of the ends that Kean has been having some issues with, where they don't set the ankles up right and they're giving up those big ends, so they really have to watch how they set it up.
EJ Harnden, his brother, Ryan Fry there too. Oh, and by the card. And just across the nose and push it back. Now it's popped out the other side.
Almost perfect.
Shot.
Look at the curl after the guard. Over curls and rolls out. Well, Jamie has been working so hard. I was talking to him. I mean, he knew the ice didn't start off exactly how he wanted, and he just kept working at it, I talked to him after this last draw, and he said it's just about exactly where I want it now. So good for them for all the hours of work they put in to get it there.
Give me an inch more.
Real good, buddy. Hey, wait, you can see he's real close to get to him.
2 go for sure. You might even get them all. Has to be pretty cute with that long guard, though.
It's going to come into play pretty quickly.
Look at the speed in this thing.
And here comes that guard. And there goes the zones. And he'll get rid of 2.
What?
Great shot.
That went easy.
Good call.
Shot, Dave. That's a call all day.
Yeah, I wasn't getting pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Tell you what, it's a great matchup at second here. David, look at the speed there, and EJ arguably is the hardest thrower I've seen. Man, those are coming fast.
When your delivery has to be so solid to throw that speed, you're off by one little bit in your balance, and you'll never get back to the broom.
Close. Not heavy. Close. Yep.
Going all the way back.
Straight up hard.
All the way back.
Shot each.
To sit 2. To sit 2 with last rock here in this third.
I heard EJ say there's a lot of curl there, and you're right, Cheryl. It's more than it has been. A great job of the ice-making crew.
Peel at it. Sure.
I don't think he can make this double.
No, it's pretty flat.
Might be able to move it. Might be able to get beside it.
I like this.
If you go into the side of it, you're just about behind that center line guard.
Get a flatter roll by throwing the intern here.
Yeah. Hard. Whoa.
Shooter mark, shooter.
Shooter mark.
1.
Whoa.
And we'll bump it over, but not out.
Nice curling though, Vic. Just a great shot.
You almost both had to leave the booth, because if he made that, you can't hang around, okay? If he makes this and that goes out, both of you go out with it. It was that close. Basically, the 8-foot keeps you here.
Oh, wow. It's a fine line.
He's not going to make that. It's too flat.
Whoa, no, wait. Yep, whoa, yep, whoa, no,
Brian Fry.
no.
Back line.
No. Gotta go and punch it. Yep, hard. Hard, guys.
Hard on the red.
Hard on the red.
Hard.
Boy, that.
What?
I mean, there's the difference in the game.
I don't mind them throwing bombs. They get up off the ice.
It's the stones, the liveliness of it, but understanding you're going to get that action. That's the kind of weight you throw to make the shot.
Look at it, Vic. It had to be brushed coast to coast. It's not even a play. That's what makes that guard easier to get around. The lighter you throw it, the more room you have to get around that guard. Beautiful shot.
Oh, no.
Weight's good.
No. Never touch it.
Pretty firm.
I don't like his release on that.
Little in out,
Yeah, he felt it.
Heard the front end say a little firm. That's a bad combination.
Never
Got to watch the jam at the back here.
Yeah. 2 by.
I think you freeze it almost.
Just to see when he put the turn on here, Matt, just a little out with the. When you put the handle on like that, you either put it on with the front part of your fingers or the back part. The back
like the freeze,
part of his hand, his little finger kind of pushed it out a little bit. That gives you more rotation, which is great for these type of stones, but
Top 4, Rubes.
not the time to do it.
Easy
The great part about that is he knew it right away, because sometimes the worst thing is you don't know you've done it and you're looking down the other end, but you knew it, so you always at least can fix it from that.
Sweep for top 4. Line's good. You can go if you have to. Hard, guys. Yep, come on. Go.
Good brush, guys.
To sit 3.
Good.
Now, did you hear us? It was about a stone ago, and I should have brought it up, and I didn't. It was the front end. And for Northern Ontario, it was the Harndens. One of them saying to the other, I don't mind them playing all those big weight shots.
Yeah, I did hear that.
It goes to your point of that's what you want Kean's team to be playing.
Yeah, exactly. Great point. Good thinking, Vic, because I don't think they hit quite as well. It's certainly, if you look at the numbers, Mark Kean's draw numbers are off the charts. They're fantastic. So obviously there better be a weakness there somewhere. You're not going to win. So force them to hit, and that's exactly what the veterans from Northern Ontario are saying. Make them hit. They actually flashed one, but even with that big weight hit, it's so easy with these stones to roll out. Then you get a free one like Ryan Fry just got. A lot of pressure here now.
This is good, Mark.
And that is the advantage to Jacobs, that they play with these stones a little bit more often than Kean ever would.
Okay.
They are lively.
Well, it's shocking how much they curl on a draw and how little they curl on a hit.
Doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
It takes time for it to really sink in.
This is a specialty right here.
When we can.
Line's good.
Go if you have to. Go if you have to. Close. Go if you have to. Yes.
Yep.
Well, they asked
Hard.
when we can, and
It's really good.
Lead the way.
Yep.
can is now.
We're there.
Howard, Mathers, all the way in, boys. All the way in, boys. Got to get it by that stone, top of the 4 foot, and will not.
Beautiful weight.
Yeah, the weight was there. It always is with Mark.
You know, you might, and it's picky. They asked when we can. Had they picked him up right out of his hand, they may have gotten it there.
Yeah, they fell in love with the line. That's what happens with this big curl. Is the third is waiting and waiting until it gets to the right spot, but it's too late then if the speed's off. Too bad.
Okay, Fry.
I gave you here. You want to play it that if it's getting out of the 8 foot, that if we touch this, if we get to nose, right?
Yeah.
So a heavy hack. Is that what you like, or?
Just rolling in is a nice shot, but it might let Mark off the hook. I think what they're going to try to do here is hit it and roll maybe to there, kind of blocks all the draws off. And while they do that, it might just click this yellow and move the yellow over just a little wee bit. And if that ever happens, it's this type of situation. He's going to have to make a bullet weight double just to give Jacobs a free draw for 3.
Tick in the front's not.
Well, let's make the shot.
Right here?
They're throwing more weight than I expected. I thought they might just throw like a
hack.
Oh, they are throwing hack. Sorry.
Okay.
Hack's the shot, I think, because if you tick that back one, you want to get that red out.
Yeah, because that back one's more of an advantage to Kean's team right now. Something for them to come down to, so tick it out of the way.
Inch low side, you could bury both yellows. Whatever you do, don't leave another draw.
Heavy hack. Easy, easy. No then, no then, no then.
Close.
Close.
Hack. Hard. Right up.
The Brush brothers.
Yep. Yep.
Hard,
The
guys.
Right up,
Heinens
guys.
Every inch.
by that guard, trying to hold it now. And push it by and roll it inside. And they're sitting 4.
Is that any good?
Sweet.
Just a beauty.
I think that's as good as we could do.
Yeah. It was nice because it just nudged that yellow. Right?
You can't prove it to the viewers at home, but that over curls by an inch or 2 without those massive brooms on the front end.
Move this one top yellow out of the. Get that one far enough.
You want to lose rocks?
Like, I think you can only get rid of 2, Fry. You can only get rid of 2.
Might kill this back one.
I don't think so. No.
We talked about it in the opening. Keep the rocks high.
Right on the nose.
Stop Mark from drawing, and that's exactly what they've done.
I think it's actually.
What's that?
I think it's actually hair wide.
Oh, I think you got to go nose or in if you're going anything. Because if you ever hit it on hair in, you go right here. It's buried anyway. So this one's out of play.
I don't think I can get a hair in with peel. Maybe.
You might get all 3 of these.
Right on the nose, yeah.
Just throw it clean.
To get it on the nose, you can see that long guard. He has to get pretty close to that long guard.
What can we get, Matt?
Might be able to get 3.
2, maybe 3.
These are the
Just
ones,
flip
you
it
know,
inside and rock it,
there's a good
keep
shot of
rolling
it there. You sit in the hack and go,
okay.
I can't get too cute here. I tick the guard to give up 5, and it's just about over. So
When you're throwing a lot of weight, so you're not going to curl at all once you get by that guard, so dead accurate.
look at the ice there too. It's
Yeah.
like he's already wrecked in the guard, so there must be a little outward motion with Mark's throw.
I was just going to ask you, Russ, if you think this is his strength. I mean, we know he has a draw game, but I'm wondering if this is his strength.
I don't think it is his strength. You look at the numbers; he's 7 or 8% better with the draws.
Nice and clean, Mark.
But he wouldn't be here if he couldn't make hits.
No.
Nice and clean.
It's lined up pretty good, Charles. I think if you get right to where that broom is, he gets 3.
The final stone for Ontario.
Never.
Right now, facing 4.
Of course.
Never, never, never. Never, never, never touch. And
Hey, bud.
ooh, now still a chance. Can you get to that one of the back 12?
No question.
That for 4. I'm thinking peel.
What? I don't mind it.
I didn't like the ice he took, because the ice he took, he had to throw it in out with that much speed. It's not coming back.
Just runs that path.
I just don't want to be anywhere near that rock.
Like intern.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got this too if you ever over curl a bit. But
How about we just throw nice, solid, like
I like it.
firm weight?
Yeah, I like it. This should run,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a little concerned about playing anywhere near his own yellow,
I
but
don't like any soft
he's got a
weight.
fair bit of room getting by.
It's a good
nice
point,
and
though, because
firm.
if you hit this and roll out, you stay away from the yellow, hit and roll out, it's 3, and you're pretty happy. You tick your own, you only score a 2, and Ontario's kind of smiling.
Oh, it's less. I don't want to be anywhere near that.
You could throw soft weight at this, too, with the other turn.
Yeah, the out turn, I'm not sure why you wouldn't even
Yeah.
look at the out turn.
That looks juicier to me, because with the speed Brad will be throwing here, it's going to be hard to hang around, but he makes a ton of these.
Oh!
Final stone after
No!
blanks in 1.
Don't touch it.
And a blank in 2. Don't touch it. Don't
Jesus.
flirt with it. Sit there, and he's going to roll it out. But it's still going to be 3 for Northern Ontario.
3, yeah.
Well, let's continue with our updates, and we'll check in on Newfoundland Labrador against Manitoba. Reed Carruthers made just this brilliant shot in the first to get 2. Newfoundland Labrador trying to rebound, Kathy, after giving one away earlier today. Final stone, Brad Gushue.
Well, there's so many Manitoba stones in the house, Vic, just because Brad Gushue ignored them, trying to play the freezes. They just did not work.
Not curling yet.
And he tried to double on his first, and when he rolled out, Reed drew to lie 3, and so now forced to take one, needs the 4-foot.
They blanked the second. And there's the draw for the single for Brad Gushue. Comes in at 3-1. Carruthers and the team from West St. Paul at 1-2. Well, Northern Ontario had a chance for the 4. They rolled their shooter out, and so now for the first time in the game, Ontario and Mark Kean from the Fenland Falls Curling Club in the Kawartha region of Ontario, the cottage country north and east of metropolitan Toronto, will have the last rock playing the red stone.
You might try to run them.
Yeah.
I don't mind this.
Can I give you same weight?
One a hair light of where Northern Ontario would love to have it, and the second one they had to go around it as opposed to guarding it, and then they went way deep. And not a great start here for Ryan Harnden.
Not all there, Mark.
But a big 3 there. Could have been 4, but a big 3.
Well, and that makes enough of a difference at one point.
Well, Team Canada gave up that 3 to Saskatchewan in the first. They blanked the second. Team Canada, John Morris, couple back here?
No, just 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Steve Laycock made a really nice draw on his final stone, and they really looked, John looked at it for a long time to see if there was a way to get 2. There's really not. This is the draw for 1.
Yeah, the second shot, my apologies, is that stone, that yellow rock right there in the top 8. Oh, my.
Yeah.
What's happening here? Steal of 1. And you know, that was one of the concerns coming in, Kathy. How does Team Canada prepare? They didn't have to go through the playdowns.
Wow, that's a world-class team on paper, but they just didn't have any reps, and even the ones they had, half of them, Carter Rycroft wasn't there. So I would guess, I think they played 29 games. Carter might have played 15, 16 games this year as a team. They'll get it going, but you know, they can't afford to lose too many early.
No, is it too little, too late?
Line is fine. Halfway.
Well, in this field, that's the. I mean, we think back to the Scotties. We always talk about 3 or 4 losses. This field, however, I think you'll agree with me. We're thinking that this is the kind of field where 4, 5 might get you something.
Yeah, no kidding. So you have to hang in there, even if you start 2-2 or 1-2, as you see Manitoba. There's no reason why you can't rattle off a few and hang in there. 4 is very possible, Beck, I think.
Good throw. Shot each.
Well, and you hope that this is where that aggressive style for Kean that they talked about will help, and you hope that they had a discussion, you know, after giving up that 3 and talked about, we just need to be patient, get our deuce back, plug away, get a force. You don't try to get it all back in one end.
Really talented team, and they do all the things right. The communication, the deliveries are good, they're fit, their sweeping judgment was extremely good last night. But they've given up more 2-enders than any team in the field, now a 3.
No. Almost in.
And it wasn't a lot, it was you know, they rolled off. Well, it was one wide open miss by the third, Matt Cam, but then, and just a roll off by an inch on a freeze attempt. That's all it takes against these teams.
Let's go, right?
That's fine, too.
Wrong team to be down 3-0 on. As you say, you've got the use of a free guard zone, should be able to get you a deuce somewhere along the line.
Yep, whoa, whoa, yep, whoa, yep, whoa, whoa.
Ryan Fry. Just too good.
You wouldn't take those shots on a few years ago because of the rocks. The rocks weren't as quick. And the curlers didn't throw it quite that hard. So if you tried it and missed it, you would leave it guarded. But now, see how far that rolled. You not only made the double, he still rolled. So you can take those on now, because if you miss the back one, you've rolled far enough that the one you missed is open. Beautiful shot.
Well, the game's just moved that way. The amount of high precision shots just every year keeps moving up and up. And I think it's a combination of, you know, the fitness level allows him to be able to make that with sweeping, and their throwing ability. Like, players are coming out of the hack with so much weight, but deadly accurate.
Line's good.
Weight's there.
Roll then. Roll then.
Small bump.
No, weight's perfect. Weight's perfect.
Can't go.
No.
It's all you.
Fuck it on.
Cam
It's there.
coming around and coming deep.
Shot, Matt.
Real nice.
Really nice.
Perfect judgment again.
Sweet, boys.
Good speed.
As long as we're buried, the top
Yeah.
4 is even good.
Yeah.
Same weight I gave you that last one, eh?
Yeah.
Same speed, yeah.
Room.
Wait a little bit
Room.
behind.
Wait only.
Oh, room.
Not room, guys. Room. Just for weight.
You can wait.
Lots of line.
Hey, we can wait.
Whoa, if it's heavy. Whoa, if it's heavy.
Weight's on it. Bumping a bit.
Clean.
Let it
Yep,
curl,
yep.
let it curl.
Bumping.
Let it
Bumping.
curl.
Bumping by itself.
Clean.
Let it
Yep.
cur-
Oh,
Let
yep.
it curl right
Yep.
on it.
Yep.
I got it.
Hard line.
I got it.
Oh boy.
How do you like that? He just throws a laser,
Sorry, that's a little
makes a run back double, and turns around and throws a softie.
Great toss, Schmied.
Once they made that Brier playoffs a couple of years ago, they were okay in the round robin. Once they made the playoffs, they just upped their game. And most importantly, it was Ryan Fry. And in the last 2 years, he's been on fire.
And he's,
Right off. No then.
in my opinion, grown
Line's
tremendously.
good. Easy.
And just not just his shot making either.
No
He
bounce. Can't
brings
afford
so
bounce
much
here.
to the team out there.
And it's his working as well with Brad Jacobs. Lovely. Right down on top, on the corner. You know, he...
Just make sure we're on your side.
What? Almost try to
Make
be
sure-
like
Brad
three-quarters
is-
of it, eh?
Yeah, even if you're like, yeah, you know what I mean. Like even if you're,
I'm thinking, like, I had you middle.
I like that ice. Let's go, Cup.
Brad is intense. And you have to be a certain person to be able to accept that and work with that, Russ.
Yes.
And I think Brian Fry has grown into that. Just that there, you know. Okay, come on. I agree with you.
Yep.
Presents it once
Yep.
and then steps aside.
Yeah, if they were all engaged like Brad is, it wouldn't work. You know, like I think it's nice, like you say, you've got Fry there to be kind of not to calm Brad down by any means, because he needs that fire to win. But he, yeah, he's a little bit older than these guys. You know, he's been around a little longer. Played with Jeff Stoughton, Brad Gushue, and they brought a lot to the table.
Ryan Fry, 36. Jacobs is 29.
T.
Line's good. Room.
Room. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Yeah.
Line's good. Line's good. Come
Hard
on.
line.
Come on. Come on, go.
They need him now. Here they go
Gotta go
again.
for weight.
Gotta go line.
EJ, Brian, here they go.
Straight up hard.
One more
Oh, you got
time.
it in
Save
there
it
hard.
for
Oh,
him.
you got it.
Brush
Straight
Brothers.
up hard.
Come
Straight
on,
up.
boys.
Straight
Take
up.
it one
Straight
more
up. Keep
time.
going. Keep
All the
going,
way
Mike.
down,
Keep going.
fellas. Right on the lid.
Great sweep.
We've watched them enough, Vic, when they yelled, it's light and it's hard line. I don't believe them anymore, because these guys can get it by anything.
Go, guys. Gotta go, guys. Straight up hard.
Oh, you got it.
Straight in there hard.
Oh, you got it.
Straight up hard.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. Keep going. Keep going, right? Keep going.
Great sweep, guys. Great sweep.
Incredible.
I wasn't sure when they were sweeping that up.
I think that's good.
Oh, you clip the top when he freezes.
Center on, eh?
We're in deep trouble.
I think there's a chance we sit two up there. Close. Feel what you can see, eh?
Yeah, playing it tight.
What's that?
Playing it tight.
I think the 8's got a scored pair.
Have to get something. Give it to you guys.
Throw it good, Mark. Quarter rock.
Again, a shot that he may not be totally comfortable with. The upweight shot for Mark Kean.
No, right off.
They don't want to touch that guard, though. Don't touch that one. Oh, they pick it off the face. Wow. Who saw that surgery?
A little wind burn there going by.
Better.
That was backing off the line. It just they hit it early and it pulled it back.
Didn't think it was going to make any noise at all.
No.
Right on the rock.
That's incredible.
So, just I don't think if we don't throw any licks on it early, it's probably really close.
Yeah. Yeah, we were right behind the sheet.
Well,
We could see them hit it. It backed up, and it didn't look like it was going to come back.
Maybe. You think he gets?
About an inch and a half, 2 inches more ice here. Haven't been this wide.
So they did it the first time. Can they do it a second?
Line's good, boys.
Final stone for Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs.
Line's good. Needs to curl.
We look over at Manitoba and Newfoundland Labrador.
Line's fine.
Final stone to be played there by Reed Carruthers.
Line's good.
Well, Reed made a run back on his first to get rid of the Newfoundland Labrador stone. Brad threw the guard, but he can get around and tap it back.
And one more time, and this one on the more in the corner. Not so much on the face, but is the shot rock, Northern Ontario.
No. Right off. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good.
Not good. Not good. No, and not good, but not as bad as it could have been. Steal one, Gushu's even.
Like the other options, you run that.
You think if I hit there,
that's not going to get it.
The fact that it's on the corner like that, Russ, is that a better position?
I don't think it's there unless you throw warm.
Yes, because I don't think they can squeak by that tight guard on the top of the 12 foot to hit it dead on to jump it across. So it is a nice angle.
And if you run something back, Cheryl, what are the chances of getting it off running? And you know you're running your opposition stone in.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be playing a run back double. I just wonder if they can play it with enough weight, pair that guard, and try and spring the yellow to the left. Like just get to the nose of it and spring it with some weight.
Just this way,
yeah,
Cheryl, and come in and try to kick this yellow out a little bit.
Yeah, get right to the nose, so you'd have to hair that guard and see if you could spring it just a little bit. That back red isn't going anywhere. Oh, I don't know. I think running the yellow is easier.
Matt Cam doesn't even want to look. He's covering his eyes.
It's tough.
You gotta be careful with this run. If you hit the yellow that was thrown by Jacobs dead on, the red one might spin out, and the yellow at the back of the 4 foot that's frozen in that yellow sandwich there might end up being shot rock.
Is he even playing the run?
Well, if he's not, he's got quite a bit of negative ice here. I'm not sure.
Whoa!
Oh, you're right. He's going for the back one.
Yeah. It's just the way he throws it.
Backing them up, eh?
And it's falling away from that line. You could see it all the way down. And it's going to be a steal of one for Northern Ontario. Well, they are the sociables, and they have become a big part of the Brier. How you doing? Enjoying yourselves? You always do. Motive is back. A new season starts Sunday at 10 on CTV, and a couple of guys are far too sociable.
Line it up.
4-0 Northern Ontario after that steal of one in the fourth. So here in 5, once again, it will be Ontario that has Last Rock playing the Redstones. When we went to break, we were all chatting among ourselves here, and someone said Northern Ontario has scouted them well, Russ.
Yeah, they're forcing a mark to the hits. More importantly, those out-turn hits. And you see that he fooled me. I thought he was running it back with that tight ice he had. He had to back it up with the broom he had, and by backing it up, the shot's really not there. A little in-out motion there.
Well, the problem is you're never certain how far you can back it up.
Right.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Shot.
Same thing as last time.
Sorry, Brad. I was looking familiar, boys. Sorry, buddy. Same weight.
A little heavy again. They get the Ryan's not getting them quite where he wants them.
Make her good, boys. Leave it high. Do you want to leave it high?
Okay. I think we can get it.
Even, guys, even.
You don't think so?
No, I really don't. Make it good.
Definitely higher.
We're leaving it high. We're leaving it high, Scotty. Just leave it, leave it, leave it.
You say it's really gliding.
Could have got it there. It's just, sorry, Scotty.
It's going to be proper placement of these corner guards to not leave a double peel.
We talked about how hard EJ can throw it. Watch this.
No, no. Yep, whoa, whoa. Yep, yep.
Real close. Hard fry. Hard fry. Hard. Go. Go, fry. God, eats. Beauty. The boy eats.
Well, Saskatchewan has put all kinds of pressure on Team Canada and John Morris with a 3 in the first, 1 in the third, and more problems here for Morris.
Well, desperate times. He's trying to make the crosshouse double for the 2.
Oh, he touched the top stone first, slides underneath, so that's a steal of 2 for sure. And now looking around the edge, and they've called for the measure.
Yikes.
It's close.
Wow.
I'm gonna measure it.
So from Team Canada.
I don't think it was ever there for more than 1, but.
Yep. You gotta go down there.
Wow, 3-7-0. What's wrong, Kathy?
You know what, I think it's exactly as we've talked about. They just haven't played a lot together. Typically Team Canada's, as in the women's, they're a team that stays intact and plays together. This team just has not.
John's strategy is ultra aggressive, and that's how he's been so successful. But if you're just that 1%, 2% off, you end up with shots that are almost unmakeable. John had to make a long run back double or he loses his afternoon game.
What are we doing?
And, you just can't go to that well every single end.
You really got to go.
4-0. Northern Ontario leads in our feature on this Monday night.
I don't like that call. I didn't know you were doing that. Oh, it's gonna rain. Okay.
Has to stop.
Now, I don't know if it refers as it goes, just maybe hangs on to the back. The end line.
Peel our top one.
Somebody said,
Peel our top one.
I'm not sure what he was doing there. That's
No
the
sense
second
giving
time. I
him
mean, right from the get-go, this team seemed to be a little out of sync tonight. They didn't know where they wanted to put that first guard, first stone, remember? Of Scott Howard's. And here again, they appear not to be in sync.
Yeah, and I think this, the first time they didn't catch the call, which is really wrong. But this time, when it was halfway down, I think they were referring to why are we playing this tap back? If they don't like it,
speak up.
Yes. I love this call. Not too many teams would do this. Look at the scoreboard. Why would another yellow one in play help you? So as strange as it looks, he's trying to make the double on his own.
And they'll make sure that one is out of play at the back. You know, I understand that, but we quite often in sports want to put the throat, your foot on the throat when you have an opportunity, Cheryl, so why don't they?
Well, because any rocks in play are a definite advantage to Kean's team. Those are the rocks they'll use to freeze. They can get jams with them, so that's why Jacobs has decided to just get rid of them.
Alberta with that 2 in the second. Quebec responded with a single in 4. Final stone. Jean-Michel Menard.
One.
And it is 1.
Sorry, Bren.
Great shot.
I was in the way.
Clean. Oh.
Nice.
Get it.
Now it's out. What?
Now it's out.
Okay.
Good shot, right?
Yeah, I think we just, yeah.
Now, as it gets closer to the end of the end, there's only 2 Northern Ontario skip rocks left from Brad Jacobs. He might entertain hitting and sitting too. Then the force is on. But a bunch of yellow in play early in the end was not going to help him.
Hair more, hair more, hair more.
No,
Felt like more.
Definitely more.
Mine's good.
It's actually really good.
Easy. Where?
Wade's close.
Real close.
Play the line.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's got to
Still
throw.
there. Still there.
Oh, no, no.
Go around it.
No.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my God.
Okay. Blank's okay here, Amber.
Oh,
Blank's okay. Blank's okay now.
I think that was just, it's just not sweeper's weights. You're just not, the rock's not grabbing, and you're not able to get that little extra curl.
You know what I
to make
mean?
that
Like you're
freeze.
playing with.
Throwing a tap back and flashed it narrow, and then they over curled a freeze, and then they under curled that freeze. They just can't seem to get the room in the right spot.
Rip them all. Yeah. Rip it all.
Yeah.
You're thinking of hitting that red, but it's a little harder than this raise.
Shot in there and then took my own out. Mark would have made the freeze to the quarter of it, and then I would have looked stupid.
Regardless of the score, that stare never changes for Brad Jacobs. And we know from experience this Northern Ontario team, Russ, is just a very good front-running team.
Yeah, now you're really playing against their strength. They're not worrying about a blank here at all because they hit so well. It's tough to generate points.
Should be all there.
Lot of room.
We're all there. It's not like. It's not like.
Lot of room.
Okay, Mark. There's a chance it's through. Sad chance.
Are you gonna sweep it?
Oh.
And just holds on back edge of the 12.
I think what's incredible with these guys is just the ability to do both. Like you look at their, they can score points, but they also can defend so well. And usually there's a weakness on either side, but not with these guys. They've been able to really be so sharp on both sides of that game.
It's like any sport, isn't it? If you're a golfer and you're not hitting the driver well, but you're a great putter, you work on the driving and you try to shore up all those weaknesses, and that's exactly what this Northern Ontario team's done.
Yeah, I think they were always good at defense, if you can call it that, but they've really learned how to score well.
Well, as I said going in, they didn't. They may have won their first 4, but not playing as consistently as they thought. Admitting they're getting closer.
Right to it.
And looking good now. And there's the rollout to get the blank in 5. And so we'll go to the break with Northern Ontario leading it 4-0 over Ontario. Now let's quickly drop in on the game between Manitoba and Newfoundland and Labrador as they play in 5. Reed Carruthers and Manitoba opened with a deuce. They blanked the second. Gushu, Newfoundland got 1, stole 1. So here's the final stone in 5 for Reed Carruthers as he appears in his 4th Brier, having won a Canadian and World Championship playing with Jeff Stoughton in 2011 out of the West St. Paul Curling Club. Need a little bit more, and that'll do. Very nice, quiet tap back weight to pick up 2 going to the break.
Great shot, Reader. Got it, baby.
With Braden Moskowy, Derek Samogowski, Colin Hodson, who won the Ford Hot Shots. They lead it 4-2 going to the break.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best.
Well, it was a slow start. Northern Ontario opening with the last rock, a couple of blanks. Then they got the 3, stole 1. They lead it 4-0. Comfortably in front. Ryan Fry is with Kathy.
Ryan, the book on this Ontario team was that they're better drawers than hitters. Was that part of your plan to force them to hit more tonight?
No, we don't really come in with a game plan other than trying to play the best we can. All the teams here are so good at both the draw game and the hit game that we would drive ourselves crazy trying to figure out everyone's tendencies. So we just try and play our best and let the chips fall where they may.
We've made so many comments about the sweeping of your team, about how many more shots are made because of what you bring to the table. How big of a focus has that been for Team Jacobs?
Oh, Ryan and EJ are, in my opinion, 2 of the best sweepers in the game. Not only are they fantastic sweepers in incredible shape, but they are amazing judges. So it really makes Brad and my job considerably easier having those 2 go to battle for your rocks.
Thanks, Ryan.
No worries, thank you.
And as you take a look at the numbers, you saw that Ryan Fry's at 100%. Matt Cam, his opposite number, third, 78. And then, of course, there's Brad Jacobs at 90%. Mark Kean is at 70. And it's reflected on the scoreboard, 4-0 Northern Ontario over Ontario. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. It's all Ontario, the Battle of Ontario, North against the South, and North has the advantage as we welcome you back on this Monday evening to the Saddle Dome in Calgary, Tim Hortons Brier. The blank in 5 means that Ontario and Mark Kean, the team from Fenelon Falls, will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in this 6th, playing the Redstones. Thought that was interesting. Ryan Fry saying we really don't go in with a game plan. We do, in a sense, but to analyze every other team to that extent of whether one likes to hit or one likes to draw. But certainly, when it comes to the hit game, Ontario's not as successful.
No contest with them when you look at the 2 of them, and I wouldn't be afraid to look at the numbers if I was Northern Ontario. I know what they're saying is hey, you can play any game you want against us, and that's probably true, but it would make some sense to say, well, wait a minute, this guy, whatever it is, his in-turn draw, his out-turn hit, whatever it is, I'd be tempted to play it that way.
And I think if you just can use it, maybe if you know that their in-turn is a weakness for them and you have a choice on the last rock to go and show them an in-turn side or the out-turn side, you show them the end. Right. I don't think it should change the way you call the game, but I think it's a good tool to know.
Yep, yep. Yep. Whoa! Whoa! No.
Really?
That backed off.
Good try.
I'll tell you what it did for me is when we sat down and looked over the stats, usually my 5th man or coach would do that for us, and just before the game or 20 minutes before the game, he'd sit down and say, look, the third's in-turn draw percentage is 63. If nothing else, you walked out of there confident.
Okay, I got him.
You were at 67.
Yeah, I hate it. I asked him not to give my stats.
Now, did you ever look at your stats? During an event?
I would look at them, but I absolutely, and I drilled it into every team we played with. My favorite line, Wayne Medall tell you, anybody will tell you, stats are for losers.
Yeah.
That was my line.
Dennis, our coach, never ever gave them to us. We were never allowed to look at them.
My first year or 2, he would bug you. He'd say, I had a bad game, and then it was going to bug you for the rest of the week. And so you just got to get over that. Part of it, too, is the style of game. All the teams are aggressive now because the ice is so good, but back in the day, we played aggressively. Eddie Warnick played aggressively. Some teams hit like the wind, and we beat Saskatchewan one year. They curled 97% as a team.
Right, you guys were down in the...
Right, because they just hit everything tight. We know there weren't a lot of rocks in play. We didn't have any hard shots ourselves. They didn't apply any pressure. So you have to take those stats with a grain of salt. So you're better not to look at your own.
No, and I think they just, you know, for a coach down the road or after a few events, they can show tendencies. Are you missing a lot of in-turn draws? Are you missing a lot of out-turn hits? It's just a guide.
Good try. Good.
Might not be a bad idea after the week's over and sit down and say, well, yeah, I was really weak on that intern side or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You don't mind? Do you like guarding the yellow, maybe? It doesn't matter.
And I think
That kind
stats
of
are,
likes right here.
you can poke holes in all of them, can't you? Like maybe,
I think regardless, they
you
peel
know,
it.
maybe your
Just
out-turn
avoid them
hits
getting
were
the
tough
yellow.
because they happen to be where you're playing those triple runbacks or through a port that wasn't even there. So it's not like they're all the same degree of difficulty, the shots.
No, it changed. Yeah, we've talked about a lot with Lisa Weigel and her shots. I mean, the degree of difficulty of her shots. Although that tick is being made more and more now, it seems to be more commonplace than it ever was.
Not curling. No, it's pretty good.
You gotta go.
Speaking of stats, Ryan Herndon's had 3 of them this game, way behind the tee line. You see that yellow one at the back of the 12. He just will not be happy with that. I don't know whether he's struggling with mismatched rocks because there's 8 of them out there, and it's usually the lowly lead that gets the mismatched ones.
Well, clean.
That was one thing we changed after a few years is we started to shuffle our mismatched rocks to the second just because of how important the lead man is now and their setup shots and how much they can dictate how the end goes. And if it was just one rock, then we try to use that for a hit or something. You don't see, you know, a cutter or a digger as much on a hit as you did on a draw.
I heard a story the other day, and I will not mention the team, but when they had a really bad rock, sometimes they'd throw the wrong color.
And they didn't have to throw
it.
Line's good.
Easy.
Oh. I never ever thought of that.
And it wasn't my team.
Line's real good, boys.
What's your hope for later? It's really straight there. Toss, man.
Ryan Fry.
Yep. Clean.
Yep.
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 Shot.
You like the same spot?
Only problem with one more, Scott, they're shot.
I know they're shot.
And they could guard or
Same
freeze.
spot, eh?
We're just thinking.
What if I froze to the red?
Yeah, it's great if you make it. We'll talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Tons of time.
We have tons of time.
We're getting a little worried this late in the end if they guard the shot rock, which isn't theirs. Northern Ontario might come right around again.
It's not sure what, like we guard. Their shot, that's the only downfall.
Yeah, that's why you leave it open. You gotta leave theirs open.
Then he rips again. Then you what, hit and roll? Get our deuce? If I ever can make that freeze on the red, it's pretty good.
Do you want
But
to
the only downfall is you leave him to run double.
Do you want to do it now, or do you want to wait for his last one?
I don't mind. Actually, I like the guard. I think we'll just take our 2 and
okay.
Move on.
Trying to dream up a way to score 3 if they came right around that
It's
yellow
not good
one.
to make the freeze. You just leave him the...
And the raise was missed. It could sit
Still the
3.
same thing. Just try not to guard the yellow. I think he's going to go up and rip.
Try not to guard the yellow?
Yeah, same spot where it had it.
I think just based on the score, Brad will get rid of the guard.
That's the one wonderful thing about being way down.
Hair
Is you know what the other guy's doing.
Hair less.
Oh, we'll see that.
It's the only time.
Yeah.
And it's not the best time.
Just like center line is good. I'm pretty happy if he does that.
Mine's good. It's clean. Oh. Let it
That's
stop.
good. That's good. That's good.
Yep. Yep.
It's good. It's good.
Good shot, Matt. Great shot, Matt.
Great weight.
They're thinking about it. What are they thinking about here? I mean, they didn't run up to rip it off.
No. they're thinking their shot, and can we put more pressure on these guys?
And roll here is even
Exactly, because if you peel that one,
I think if you could just roll,
Ontario's going to come down and hit that yellow one out, sit 2. And then if you don't make a double, you're giving up a deuce.
He's got to hit and roll.
Or to here.
He might get real aggressive and go here and let us have a run at that.
I don't mind being aggressive.
Yeah.
What does he do if we...
What does he do if we just straight go like this, tap it on the nose? It's a pretty good shot, too. The double's more than likely got a jam.
It's great as long as we don't give him a spot where he can make the double and roll in.
Yeah, if we're not on the outside.
Just inside of here.
Clean, you
Yeah.
slip the guard in. Hey guys, make that hit and roll, and hopefully don't leave them.
I wonder if those two are a little surprised by this.
Lined up on that back one.
Kean and Cam.
Or get in.
But we're playing, yeah, this is the call. Here.
Tap it a rock and roll
Here.
in.
Yeah, let's do that.
They were a little worried about this.
Same weight that you threw for these
Yeah,
draws.
same shot. You like the same ice? You like that? Yeah, I do.
Russ, I know it's situational, but why is it different now, putting the pressure on, than putting the pressure on in 5?
Well, remember last time they had an option to sit 2 or 3 and they decided not to. They kept it clean early in the end. But now that it's so late in the end, after this rock drops,
That's hair too much.
Ontario only has 2
That's
shots
the same
left.
ice
So
we took when
it's at that point now. They're shot rock. If they rip the guard, Ontario's going to be sitting 2. So I think this is a wonderful play. The only thing I don't quite agree with is they're trying to tap it straight back. I'd love if Brad could get to the inside a little bit here, then tap it back, and there wouldn't be a yellow double. If he hits it dead on, taps it dead on, there will be a yellow double. I love the call. Cheryl, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I like this. I think you're right. It's just late in the end.
Yeah.
And then you could be forced to make a really difficult shot if they make a good one.
Got room. Stay close. Yep.
Back 4.
Yep.
Back 4.
Yep.
Just cross it by an inch or so. Tap it a foot or so would be ideal.
It will go.
Whoa.
Just across.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Really nice.
Wow. Beautiful.
It's the hair too much weight.
Yeah, a foot lighter, obviously, but great try.
They are sitting 2.
It's all line.
2 without last rock here at 6.
Yeah, the other shot's this.
What's that?
The other shot's a hit and roll.
And he just puts one here. Call timeout.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that because it's pretty easy
The
slide.
angle he tapped that on, it pushes Mark.
I can get
if
there?
he does play the outturn draw, it pushes him quite a bit further out into the 12 foot.
Hard to score too.
This is what the veterans
Oh,
do.
you'd have
When
to
you
tap
teach a
it.
curling
You'd have to
clinic,
be shot.
the standard is, well, you're up 4-0, peel the guard. If they sit 2, you got a chance to make a double. Brad went from defense to offense, and it worked.
Is it?
All timing.
Oh, I thought the same thing too.
You can get there.
I think that.
I just don't know.
I'm worried you do this, guys, and then he puts
If
one
we
right
freeze,
there.
he can go here. Yeah,
And then we drop for
like
2.
guard, or you could even blast it.
He blasts
Right on.
it.
Well, I guess that jams. Never mind.
Yeah, that jams, and then you just
yeah,
shoot
never
it
mind.
right
He's
for
not
2.
doing that. Okay. Yeah, he might.
Like
even,
even if you
he might even just
cold
draw in over here.
freeze there, you have to get shot.
I thought this was a good shot.
That's what was my first thought.
Okay, if you like that, I don't think
like
he's gonna hit. He's just gonna put one right
He's
here.
not. He's not drawing though. He's up 4. He's gonna hit and roll.
He probably has to hit and roll. If he
Okay.
draws around, then we're gonna run back.
Then we should have a double unless he
Okay.
makes it perfect. But that's kind of the risk we take.
Roll
All right.
here.
I think this
Let's do that then.
gives me the easiest shot for my last.
Okay.
one.
He rolls back. Hopefully, got this little run back.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
They
Okay.
should have something.
I like that.
Okay,
Kinda
so
waiting, Mark.
just hack. I think
Okay.
it's pretty straight here. So
Yeah,
I'm
we've
thinking
thrown
like
this a couple
there.
times here.
Really well thought out. You hit this yellow one, roll to the corner. Is Brad going to draw if he ever puts it in the wrong spot? You give up a 3. So they're thinking Brad will have to hit this one that's off to the corner. If this rolls perfect, it rolls over to the edge of the 8 maybe.
So hack mark.
How do you think I should throw this?
What's that?
Guess if he makes the roll back in really good, then you've got the run on your red guard.
Weight's good.
Yeah. Okay. Hack weight. Weight's real nice.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Whoa.
Mathers.
Just hack that.
Couple more licks by the guard. And now trying to roll it away.
Yep. That's far enough. That's far enough.
And pushing it to the back 12.
Very, very nice.
Good throw. If we hit and roll in front of ours is good too.
4-2 Manitoba. Very nice 2 scored by Reed Crothers with his last in 5, Kathy, as you were making your way down to the fifth end interview. Getting ready now for the final stone for Newfoundland and Labrador. Can you, I'm trying to think here, can you touch that one red stone back for 2, or is it just a single?
No, it really is a chance for 1.
Okay.
On Brad's first one, he let go. He was playing the freeze down to the Manitoba stone, and he made the motion that he felt like it had picked something. It did not change the weight, but it over curled. Reed was able to hit and stick, and so this is the draw.
Yep. Line's good. Yep.
Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant, Mark Nichols, and that is for the single. Final stone, Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs wants to roll inside, and what a beauty.
Shot, Brad. Beauty.
Nice strategy decision with his first one. He did that tap, got to the inside, perfect soft hit and roll. This team's making everything.
Could have got more
Well, they knew
aggressive.
exactly where to roll it. If it doesn't roll quite as far, you could effectively make a run double for 2. But he rolls it far enough that it's a force.
Same weight?
Yep.
You like that ice or a little less?
I think that's good.
Yeah, Ontario, after they made that one, they felt they would have some shot, like you said, to run double. It's not there either.
No.
Brilliant.
Brad rolled perfectly.
This is no bargain either. Dead on, you're barely shot rock. Any outward motion here, and we know some of Mark's have been hanging on this outturn side.
Just a little back on them.
Made a beauty with his first one.
Maybe a little more comfortable weight too.
Easy, clean. Yep. Whoa.
Final stone facing a couple with his last. Mark Kean, Mathers, Howard. Really gotta go, because here comes that guard. Here comes that guard. One more inside. Oh, lovely. Great save. Howard, Mathers. They get Ontario on the board. Ontario gets on the board with a single, but this one halfway down, it was the brushing and then the call by Matt Cam.
Yeah, Matt Cam gets an assist on this goal, and no question about it. It started to curl too much. They're trying to get the back when he yells, whoa. Redirects it just enough to save it. Brilliant.
Results in a single for Ontario. The key shot brought to you by Scotties, Canada's favorite brand of facial tissue. Northern Ontario with a 4-1 lead as we go to 7. They once again will have the last draw. They'll have the Hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Line's fine. Throwing another guard. Yeah, I know. Right here.
Those are pressure calls, but you let that hit it too hard and you go over top, and it's
wide.
Yeah.
The ability to give up on the original call.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of the young curlers don't do. It's like, well, maybe we can get it by, maybe we can get it by. No, you can't. What are you going to do about it?
It should be close.
Figure out plan B.
Got all there, Matty.
Stay with it.
Almost
Go
in.
to it.
Real
to
close.
It. Hang on, Matt.
I think it's in.
Gotta go.
Whoa,
gotta
whoa,
go.
whoa.
Gotta go.
Whoa.
Gotta finish it.
Whoa.
Gotta finish it. Gotta go.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just hoping.
I still think just
3-3 as we drop in on Quebec and Alberta. Final stone on the way for Kevin Cooey. This is a draw for 1 or 2?
It's a draw for 2. Jean-Michel Menard just missed the double on his final stone, and so full 8 foot is what Kevin needs for the pair.
Come on, Mark.
Oh, they've trumped this quickly, haven't they? Mark Kennedy and Hebert to the hog line. Full 8, you said. Here comes Brent Lang, too. And here comes the crowd on hand to the Saddle Dome. Full 8 is what they need. Oh. Missed opportunity, unforced error. Alberta settles for just the single.
Curl, baby. Just curl then. Curl, curl, curl more. Curl more.
Okay, right.
Okay.
I think speed's good here, Davey. That's it.
I wonder about one of Ryan's rocks. You mentioned it before, Russ, that because he's just heavy on that.
Yeah, not quite where they wanted it.
It's close.
Out there.
Weight's good.
Real
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, a little heavy right now.
Back
Looks
4.
a little wider too. We're right behind the sheet. This
Back
has
4.
quite a ways to
No,
curl.
No line.
Weight's really good. Gotta go to move it.
Just freeze.
It's gotta curl.
No line.
At the nose.
Yeah, Dave.
Didn't need more ice.
You're trying to steal against a great team like this. That's what you want to do. The Ontario did with the first 2 stones, a long one, a short one. There's no double here for EJ.
Clean.
Garter red, eh?
Well, it's been a dominating performance by Saskatchewan against Team Canada, and John Morris is not on their game, obviously. That steal of 1 in the third, 3 and 4. They've added a single in 6, and now up 8-2 as they play 7.
Halfway tight.
Line's good.
Tight, yeah. Make it tight, boy.
Tight. Leave it then.
This needs to stop, Maddie. Stop.
Tight. Leave it. Halfway.
Never.
In between.
Never. Sit down.
All right, Dave.
It's too much ice.
Okay.
Hey, Davey.
Less ice.
Today was just a 2-draw day. Everything's back to 3 draws tomorrow. Brian of Kathy will be with you at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Steve Laycock leading and playing Jeremy Mallet of New Brunswick. The feature tomorrow at 10:30 a.m.
Mute.
Another double peel by EJ.
I think he was playing that.
I think he was playing it too.
It's
Yeah.
just so deflating when you. Where do you put the rocks against him?
All right.
Yeah, Ontario's thrown a couple perfect guards, a perfect come around freeze, and they're in big trouble.
Oh, it's good.
Little tight.
Felt good.
Little tight.
Mine's real tight. Mine's good.
It's clean.
Just clean to stop.
Over
Clean to
curling's
stop.
good, Matt.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna over curl.
good,
If
just
you can
over
finish
off.
it a bit.
Off.
Yep.
No. No.
Oh, no, it's good. Leave it. It's good.
Off. Good.
I don't think he was guarding the other one.
We weren't good. We
I
weren't.
think we guarded the wrong rock.
Clean.
Ryan Fry. Little check over the shoulder just to make sure they're not going to
You know you're gonna need
clobber
2 bucks.
anything on the way by.
Does the nose make both of them go away? That's not heavy.
Hair less. Not much less.
I think it's okay.
It's not much less.
Line's good, guys.
Mine's good.
It's definitely more.
Mine's good.
Line's good.
Little finish, you can bring it.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Heart. Good shot, Matt.
Here.
Freeze.
Manitoba outturned. That's when Ryan grew up, obviously, with his dad, Barry Fry. It's a bit of a set on the outturn. It always runs very straight. You saw it with Stoughton and Burtnick and all the great players from Manitoba.
Tried to shave that in.
Getting greedy.
World Juniors are going on in Tallinn, Estonia. Kelsey Rock, head of the Saville Community Sports Center. playing very well, thank you. Couple of wins, Russia, Sweden, and Canada. Braden Calvert out of the Deer Lodge, Winnipeg, bounces back. Now 3-1 as they take out Estonia 10-1. Is that a result of the tuck delivery?
Yeah, I always found anytime I played against the tuck deliveries, mostly Saskatchewan, all Manitoba, is you get down so low because you're kind of over the handlebars, your elbow's in, and when you put the turn on the out turn, it seems to hang a little bit and laser, like, you know, you think of Burtnick and Stoughton and Vic Peters, Mike McEwen, and those guys can hit.
If you ever get a hair low here, Scott.
Such an advantage to be down so low behind the string. You know exactly where you are coming out.
You like the lob? Yeah, he has to blast. You think he blasts? He has to. I don't think he does.
Only flat foot delivery I know like that is Kevin Cooey.
I don't know what, yeah, I guess I don't know what else he does. Like a hair high. Okay.
My first thought was just
tap these.
If you get the right angle, it's pretty good. And then he locks.
What do you
guys?
He's locking on his last one.
Because the yellows are frozen, this one will kick this way a little bit. So what they're trying to do is create a bit of a wall with the right speed. Just hit it almost dead on. Move a yellow there, leave a yellow where it is, and have a couple of reds kind of in this situation. They might create a situation that Northern Ontario cannot make a hit.
Feet guards, I don't know what we have though. Back four?
These can backfire just as easy though. You know, if it over curls, sends up in the center line, then both reds disappear.
Leave an easy double.
We risk him guarding? It's fine. They run it right on the nose and sit too buried. Sit too buried. Speed's good, Mark. Yeah. Walk right on. It's not heavy.
Fine's good.
Mine's tight. It's easy.
Whoa, if you can.
It's okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Again,
Weight's good.
Gotta move. Gotta curl.
It will. Gotta move.
Gotta curl. Looks there, guys. Looks there.
Gotta move big, boys.
We're just top 12 right now.
Easy.
Fully.
Can't bounce. Can't bounce. No.
No, it's there.
Let's stop.
Wait, it was great.
And
shot,
there
man.
it is to the corner.
Look tight.
He's throwing normal. You just pick it.
He cannot get rid of that 4 right now.
The 4. If we throw peel, do you think that's going? If we throw peel, do you think that's going?
Yes.
The 4.
He can't get rid of the 4 right now.
I was thinking we get rid of the top one and keep the 4 and the top one.
I don't know if you can do that though and get it out.
I think so.
EJ Harnden will join the discussion.
Try to
I don't think this 4 is going anywhere now.
Sorry?
I don't think this 4 is going anywhere.
It is
now.
off here.
Yeah, but then he loses everything, and we're still, and then you just have an open
Well,
hit for 1.
he'll lose the shooter.
We're thinking just trying to pick this and get them just moving a little bit.
Well, I was thinking normal weight, hit and roll, and this is staying, but I just don't know where.
That's probably going to stay too, though.
No.
You don't think so?
No. No, not if we hit.
Can you just straight pick it?
That's what we were thinking.
Do we have to do that? Like right now, what is he? How can he get anything out of here? Like what would he do?
This is what he has.
With what weight? Peel? If it's peel, then everything's gone. We got a blank.
Well, what do you
Probably
think?
got to throw peel.
I'm thinking like here.
Well, then it just jams into that.
Good.
Or you'd give him a triple. Why not go over there? If you're gonna do that.
Like you guys don't like this, eh? Little hit and roll.
I think we're making.
This is staying. The yellow's staying. This might move off.
You gotta hit it like here.
You gotta hit, Brad. I don't think you have to hit it like here to get that thing out.
What? Nose hit with normal. That's gone.
So is that yellow.
So is that yellow. We have 2 yellow. He's got 1 red in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you roll, this is gonna stick. Maybe roll a hair, which is fine.
I'm just more worried that you do that.
Play here.
Do that and you leave a pocket right here.
He might have a little. If he makes a little tap, it's not good.
How would you leave
we
him
might leave a perfect pocket for him, right?
Where? That yellow's gone.
Well, I'm saying if we're rolling here, we might.
No.
Not
We just play this.
Even if you roll it here.
Or you're rolling it to like here.
There.
I'm fine.
Max, right?
Whatever you guys like.
At least you're opening it up, and then you're gonna have some sort of double
or a hit for 1.
Or a hit for 1.
Yeah, I'm fine with scoring.
Okay. So you want to get rid of the 1?
Yeah, I don't
just try and roll to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hopefully this 4 kind of comes back here.
It might.
Well, then we leave him
it's
this.
Probably not going to go that far because it's going to be It's going to be dragged to the left.
I just don't. All I'm afraid of is leaving him a top freeze,
and then
he's stealing. Like if it goes here.
The only other shot is.
I don't like that.
What about here, guys? Just straight draw.
It's not bad.
What if you
try to get back here?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You might have a. That's fine.
And then you got a nose hit double.
Nose hit double blank. I like that.
Draw here?
Yeah.
I like that.
Fight the back four, out count that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Out count the top one?
Ryan Fry's point is if Ontario comes down here with soft weight, this yellow is going to hit the second yellow and just stay there. It might move a little bit, but it's going to stay. So he's saying if we don't do anything, we're going to score, which is really all they want to do with a 3-point lead. Brad wanted to chip that top one out right here, get rid of that one, but then that might move these yellows back kind of into this area. Then
really
it's a problem. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I like it. And Kean will have to make the play on those stones.
And it is funny, though, after all that discussion, it comes down to this, and drawing to not even touching those rocks.
Yeah, it's very true. And you could even, there'd be some merit to just guarding the red tops because you are sitting 2 here.
Sweet for T-ish.
Just for weight.
Line's good. Come on. Line's good. Yep, line.
So wrapping it around, going to the
Gotta go line.
back 4.
Gotta go line. Gotta go line.
Huge
Gotta
carry.
go line. Keep going. Gotta
The
go.
Harndens. Oh, and they're not going to get it there.
Light. Really light.
Okay. I don't know.
No, it's still not bad.
Do you think the 4 can go?
Oh, man, that's so close.
Do you think the 4 goes?
I don't know if it does. It drags hard side. This goes hard this way.
You think, what about just peeling this? You think the 2 stays? Probably does,
No.
eh?
It's not going far, man.
What, the 2?
Yeah, so peel on the 2. You
think?
I don't think
If
it's
you hit
going
what you
far.
can see.
Does
You got to
it
make sure you
leave
keep
him?
it in the 8 foot.
Well, you kind of have
But
to.
then you bring
I
it
don't
over
think it's
here, and then
going
he just
far,
hits
man.
this.
You kind of have to get it to here.
Okay,
You
this
know?
doesn't clip the 5, though.
Wonder if you nose the top
Should, I don't know.
It will.
red
It
one
won't get it farther.
out turn.
Yep. This isn't. No.
Would it get
Sorry, I think
both
I'll
yellows?
just-
What they're worried about is
I
that
didn't-
top yellow jams on the back yellow because it might drag a little bit, but you might
Other
be
option
right.
is you throw it hard.
Well, this is pretty easy.
Right there, Cheryl?
Yeah.
Play that one in.
Yeah.
I think what they're worried about is red go on to yellow, and this yellow might drag a little bit this way and just slow it down a bit. And maybe it kind of stops here or something. I think that's what they're afraid of. So now what they're saying is maybe throw peel weight at this one, and then the double should go. But again, if that yellow drags a little bit, will it even hit this one?
Yeah, that's what I think. You need it to drag a little bit towards the center. That's why you play the top red one,
Right.
out turn, firm, peel weight.
You throw peel or do you throw normal or?
You got to whip this.
Yeah. Do you?
I don't think you have to whip it.
But we're barely clipping the 5 here. I think this is the rock that's killing us.
All right.
This could drag, and the drag affects when 2 rocks are really close together. They are close together, but they are staggered a hair. If the red was on top of the yellow, this would drag and miss that back yellow for sure. It still might.
Yeah, it all depends on the striking bands. And
Dropping in on Newfoundland and Labrador, Manitoba with the lead. And shot stone belongs to Brad Gushue.
It does, but a great chance for Reed to score 4 here. Brad's did not curl enough.
Needs to get across the nose and push it by. And he'll squeeze it out the back. 1, 2.
That's straight. Straight.
3.
3 it is. Thank you, Kathy. 7-3. Manitoba lost their first 2, trying to win 2 straight.
Exactly what we thought. It dragged. He hit it on the side. It dragged away a little bit because they're so close together.
you had to have it drag the other way so you clipped more of it.
I think anywhere we drew there.
The yellow goes left.
I don't think we had a shot.
Doesn't get enough of it.
Maybe we had the thin off the yellow double
on
out.
this outside one or no? Just jammed, eh?
I don't think we had a shot.
Yeah.
Brad Jacobs actually has a hit to sit 3. He's going to ignore it because of the score. Not a bad idea.
Just put a draw somewhere else in.
knowing those angles. Ryan Fry said that. I don't think it'll go, and you could tell it was going to drag a little. It wasn't going to drag enough.
And just prior to the stone, Fry is back there and has the brush down, is talking with Cam and Kean and saying, you know what, that's why we didn't want to really mess that up. That's what we talked about, going somewhere in behind and just putting it somewhere else.
Smart.
Very.
Good call here also. Why worry about wrecking on that yellow and take your 2?
Could have hit that for 3 too.
For 2.
But that's definitely the safe call.
And where are we? Are we in the Sioux? I hear the moose.
If you over curl.
The moose is loose here in Calgary.
Trying to focus more on just the things we have control over. If we look after our performance level, I'm pretty confident that if we perform to our level, we'll be one of the teams in the mix at the end of the week in the playoffs.
We're most definitely going to be up against some of the best curlers in the world, and we're prepared for it, and we're ready to turn some heads. That's kind of what we're looking to do this week, so do as well as we can.
Well, I think Jeremy Millet has turned some heads already. He's got a good team. Just missed the last shot earlier today and gave up a steal of a win to Team Canada, playing Steve Laycock, and he may be, in fact, the sleeper in this whole event. 10:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. That'll be the featured game. Brian, Kathy will have it for you. But first, Kathy, let's check in on Quebec and Alberta. Shot stone, that is Alberta, sitting right on the lid.
Well, and the redstone thrown by Jean-Michel Menard, he was holding his head as he went down the ice. Could have been anywhere in front, but he in fact came deep, created a wall. Kevin Cooey welded it. He is trying to slice this sideways, the shot stone.
And we'll get nothing. And so that is a steal of 1 for Alberta. Trying to bounce back. They, Alberta, like Manitoba, lost their first 2. Now trying to win 2 in a row. Northern Ontario get the deuce in 7.
Oh, easy.
Pull in front now 6-1 to remain undefeated. Northern Ontario, the only undefeated team, trying to win 5 in a row. And here in the 8th, it'll be Ontario that does have the last rock, playing the Redstones.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Whoa!
Yep.
Whoa!
Well, and for Kean tonight, you know, if they can't pull a win out, then the rest of this game is about figuring out spots in the ice. It's about getting some good shots that you carry into the next game. It's about learning the sheet, because you're going to be back out here, and it's about learning the rocks as well. So get something out of it tonight.
Yeah, exactly. And they, you know, they'll be 2-2 if this stays the way it is, and they've lost to the Alberta team that was on fire last night. I forget what the final percentage was, 93, 94, something like that as a team, maybe higher. And Jacobs hasn't been kind to them either. So those are 2 pretty good teams they've lost to.
Yeah, you just don't want to, you know, and I know they won't. You just try and get something out of the rest of the game and carry that on and use that for some wins going forward.
Go.
It's tough against these teams that hit so well and they get that lead, and sometimes you can just kind of give, you know, whatever attitude out there, but there's still lots that you can carry away from this, and good shot making that you want to carry away as well. You still want to make all those shots.
Really straight there.
Walk it on, eh? Or do you just want to go? I was thinking straight come around.
You know, we always talk as we look at the remaining draw for Marquis. Starts off with a couple of wins, now a loss. Trailing now if you lose back-to-back. Yeah, you don't want to lose them too quickly. You'd love to space out those losses throughout your round robin.
Especially this year, Beck, as you mentioned, there's just that much more parity. There's so many good teams, you know. Like New Brunswick, for instance, 1-3. They played Johnny Morris pretty tough. PI, Adam Casey, it's the best team I've seen on Prince Edward Island in a long time. Then you throw in a Team Canada you never had before, so there's 2 great teams out of Alberta, not just one. It's a tough field.
Clean. Clean.
Well, we thought this might be a key matchup, the thirds, and at 84%, Matt Cam has brought his numbers up since the fifth end break, but it's very difficult when their opposition is curling 100%. Ryan Fry. Player numbers are brought to you by Ford, proud partners with Curling Canada for 21 years.
I gotta be back house though.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey boys, put it back 8.
Yeah, speed's still the same. That's all there.
Felt real good.
Oh, was early.
Oh, easy. And easy then.
Close. We can wait the whole time.
Okay, wait.
Where?
Mine's good.
Mike, we're there. We're all there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right off. No.
Still can't go.
No. Never. Never, 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 never.
You would have been okay up top.
Never, never, never.
It's good, man.
That's perfect.
I don't have anything of that, but it's hard to make the double without jamming, right?
Yeah.
Back one? Where's he going? Okay. Yeah, try to be even. Right around. Yeah. Shot, Ryan.
Same weight, man. Boy, I guess.
Use the Jacob Stones as guards for yourself. You're staggered enough, and you can come back 12 foot.
The beautiful ice surface when you can even attempt a shot like that.
It has been very nice ice, and you know what we notice?
Line's good. Line's good.
The slide path hasn't been coming down. It's been the pebbles staying really well.
Lots
Still
line.
high 14.5, just about a 15 for draw weight.
Line's good. All you now.
Well, that's what Jamie Barassa was mentioning. You know, he said, look at, they go out for a practice, they play 10 ends, and the teams still go out and practice after that, and the ice holds up.
Go, 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 go. Good. Sweet.
Well, and tougher even, I think, with the men than with the women's ice, because the men with the strength and the pressure they put with those synthetic brooms, that's even hard to keep the pebble up.
So hit the back one.
There's a hole, so
I think we got to hit the back one because do we just want to get rid of it or do we want to stick it? If we get rid of it, if we stick it, then it's a rock that can jam. Just
Well, we
feel
said
it.
earlier today, Team Canada seems to be a team that plays better late in a game, but they're down 8-3. But for the first time, to my recollection, they're actually putting some pressure on Saskatchewan. Steve Laycock's last coming up.
Well, and Steve did peel a guard on his first one. John Morris replaced it. They do believe that with the right weight, they can get by that guard very tight and tap the Team Canada stone back. It is overburied by a rock.
Brad Jacobs, as we're playing skip stones in our feature.
How much? Room. Yeah. Room. Room. Room.
Can't be heavy.
And they're backing right off this, aren't they? Fulton Flash,
Just have to
Dallin
throw draw
Myers,
weight.
Kirk Myers calling line.
Okay, Steve.
And right by, so it's a steal of one. 8-4.
Let's try, Steve.
Play that. What do you like here?
Wasn't a good throw.
That steal of 3, though, in the fourth is the big difference in this one.
See what happens? Yeah. What do you think about that? What do you think of that ice?
I think this side's going to curl more than
I do, too. This is that should be close. Yeah. You know what I mean? What do you think? 80?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
we just got to guard the 4.
Guard
right?
the 4.
On what side do we got to err to? Any piece of it, really, right?
Are they going around at
If
all?
we guard any piece of
Russ?
it, we're fine.
I think they're trying to freeze to the shot rock, I think, but that I don't think they can get around everything with that much ice.
Real close.
Back house, boys.
Yep, the line.
Yeah, just
Line's
the
good.
freeze.
Yep, the line. Room. Play the weight.
Hard line.
Yep, hard.
Howard.
Really hard, boy. Hard. Gotta go.
It's starting to bust now.
Gotta go one. Keep going.
They are trying to get around. It just wasn't enough ice, I don't think.
And they'll rub and roll off.
Oh, it was good.
Didn't look like they just had to get that broom another 4 or 5
Yeah.
inches. Perfect speed.
would bury around there pretty easy.
I think we got to roll in.
Roll in a hair?
I think so, because nose gives them the... might give them off of the one we're shooting.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. If we can just roll to here.
Yeah, even bump this to theirs.
Well, we just want to be careful how far we bump it. Hit and roll to here.
Okay, I have to wait though.
If we nose it, he can go off this one and double.
Okay, but how does he? Yeah, okay.
Well, Manitoba very much in control here, and it looks like some kind of combination forced Brad Gushue here.
Yes, there is a Manitoba stone in front of Mark Nichols that you cannot see.
Okay.
And Reed was trying to change the angles a bit, but he lined them up. So if Brad can get just to the inside, there is the shot for two.
They lost their first earlier today. Bang. Oh, very nice. Newfoundland, Labrador score 2.
Brad! Brad!
Oh, never mind. Follow through a little bit.
Trying to hit this, roll a hair left, but not move the shot rock too far. Then there's virtually no double. They're right tight together. It's hard to make them. If you make it, you might get that back red on the way by if you're Ontario and take out your own rocks. If you hit it dead on, there'll be a simple double for 2.
It's coming out.
Got it.
Brad Jacobs and his last. Ontario with the hammer. And they'll leave it right there.
Not a good stone at all.
It was a pretty fine shot.
Yes.
Firm? Do you think he could have gotten across the nose as they had hoped?
Yep, there was room there for sure.
Just you're trying not to do this, what they did, and also not tap the rock, your own yellow rock, too far. So pretty fine shot.
Yeah, you could have missed it the other way, couldn't you? Tap the yellow right over and still left the double.
His backed out with like normal.
Quarter rock?
Yeah.
Hit either one, really. The way you miss this is hit the shot rock as thin as possible. It might just glide right through.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Final stone, Ontario.
Really hard.
Mathers, Howard.
Hard.
Bang, bang. Oh, and got to sit. And it will in time for 2. Ontario. Mark Kean. Well, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter the secret word for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to the 2016 Brier in Ottawa. And the prize includes your tickets, the hotel, the airfare. First 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. Finalend.ca. We give you the secret word, and then after the game, you enter. On this Monday night here in Calgary. Boy, I hope the weatherman is right. A Chinook. That's not a schnook, but a Chinook. Will hopefully arrive by the end of the week, and they're talking about +10, +12 degrees. Ontario gets a couple, 6-3. Northern Ontario leads as we go to 9, and the team from Sault Ste. Marie will have last rock, laying the Yellowstones.
Weight's good. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Very nice.
Spin in. Curl.
That could curl in. Keep an eye on that thing.
Yep.
Good shot, Ryan.
Tried to spin in the last little bit.
That was ticking a corner guard. Kind of really. It was well off the center line. Those are little, you probably don't practice those.
Tighter than you want it,
line. Weight's good. You think?
Line's okay. Yeah, line's good.
Perfect. Shot, Dave. Here, Dave.
Shot, Dave. Matt. What do you think?
I'm surprised they got across the border into Alberta wearing that Saskatchewan stuff. Maybe they got it at the TSN shop, which is a one-stop destination for officially licensed professional sports gear and curling merchandise. Visit tsnshop.ca and start shopping today. I'm not sure you can get that there at the TSN shop. And if you can, we better talk to the buyer because
hair wider. Touch wider.
Oh, we just twinkled it.
Should be good.
What are you gonna do in the line? I don't know. What are you thinking? I think I throw one guard and then try to.
Yeah, I like one more for sure.
Twinkle fingers. Clean. Oh, clean.
Matt Cam.
Hair deeper.
Line's fine.
No choice here for Ontario. They have to keep guarding.
Line's fine. Line's good, boys. What do you think now?
Definitely one more.
One more?
I know we haven't seen this sheet as much. We saw D quite a bit, but the finish, we've seen quite a bit of finish to the wings on sheet D, but we're seeing it both ways. We haven't seen a lot to the wings on this sheet, but it's been great both ways. And they had some issues early in the week with a couple straight spots, but I haven't really noticed them this game at all.
On the sheet too, you're right, absolutely. And it was that edge of the four area was really tracking, but it looks fantastic. There's a couple low spots that make them down a pebble in a certain area or scrape it 2 or 3 times, repebble again, try to change the surface around a little bit. It's a lot of little tricks they can use to improve it, and it's awesome.
More?
Line's good, line's good.
Couple feet deeper.
That's fine.
Play line.
Line's fine. Line's golden.
Matt Cam, who
right where his broom is if you can.
Won the silver medal at the Canadian Juniors 4 years ago, 2011. Lost to Braden Muscowie. Muscowie is just on the next sheet over on sheet D, now playing with Manitoba. Well, from overhead, it's tough, but I'm thinking it's Alberta. Do you agree, Kathy?
I do.
Okay, so what's the shot left fair for Quebec and Jean-Michel Menard?
I don't know, but I'm surprised he's not playing through the hole. He played that the first time and tapped the stone up. Kevin Cooey did not guard it.
So Long trying to run something in, is he?
Obviously, yeah, for sure.
Oh, my.
Oh, it is one yellow, it looks like. So there's another steal.
6-3 Alberta.
Brilliant try all the same.
That's a hair inside where I gave you, right?
Where are we going? Back court?
Yeah.
2 choices here, I would say. You could. They're going to play the come around here and try to force an error to Brad. It could freeze again. Maybe freeze tap. Like get that one in there, and Brad almost has to waste one. I don't think with the score the way it is, he'd leave the 2 red Ontario rocks in there.
Yeah, 80. Okay. No less than that.
You can get it to the left side of center. It's going to be hard to hit it.
close. Yep. Whoa, line's good.
We gotta go.
Weight's okay. Easy if you can. Wait on it. Wait. Line's good now. Line's good now.
Top 4.
Yep.
Back 4.
Whoa. Yep. Just Dave. Yep. Hard.
All you got.
Hard,
And
go,
Dave,
go.
Dave Mathers to the back 4.
Pick the back one.
Well, only thing
Pretty good
is, I
finish.
guess, pretty tough to
Pick the back one. You're fine.
pick the back one, you think?
Yeah, you'll make it. If you touch the 7, it's no big deal.
Then it goes across the top, right?
And we have our first final.
Yeah, pick the back one.
And Saskatchewan. Could this be the year for Saskatchewan? 8-4 the final over Team Canada and John Morris. To improve their record to 2-2. And Morris and Team Canada fall to 2-3.
You miss this narrow, you can maybe get that red one across the top, the front one. They're trying for the back one, though.
Riding that line.
Good.
And they'll get everything off the front. They thought they might be able to just pick that stone off the face.
Yeah, and he couldn't miss wide, so they missed the right way. And because of that great speed they can throw, they still managed to jam that red onto their own yellow and still get it out of play. You throw normal weight there, that red one onto the yellow stays, but it's just flying. Good shot.
Top 12, I think. Yeah, I think that's really good.
Last one was 80, 85.
90's good then?
We really got to.
Line's good.
Well, that was barely out of his
Right here,
hand
boys.
before
We're just a guard back.
Scott Howard picked it up.
Where?
Close line then. Close
Just
line.
maybe halfway.
Yeah, you got to go then.
Yep, go then.
Yep.
Ontario is sitting the one.
You got to cross over center.
Crush that.
Back 4 as we check in on Manitoba and Newfoundland and Labrador. And it is the team from St. John's that is sitting 2.
They are. Reed hit and rolled out on his first one, and that allowed Brad Gushu to utilize that center guard, went around perfectly in the 4-foot, so needs a piece of the button.
Reed Carruthers and the team from West St. Paul Curling Club. Where is that in the Winnipeg area?
It's just north of the city a little bit, just outside of the perimeter.
Is it part of the greater metropolitan area? Is it, or is it on the...
I think a lot of people view it as part of Winnipeg.
Okay.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Clean it. Davey Reed.
Wow, very nice. Very nice. After a slow start.
Good job, buddy. Good judge, guys.
Looking a lot sharper, Reed Carruthers.
Good job, buddy. Great throw, man. 14-5. Okay.
Mark just a little light on his guard, and it didn't have the legs to cover that 4-foot stone.
Soft, guys. But just for weight.
Line's good.
Just for weight.
Whoa,
Line's
you
good.
can.
Just for weight. T-line.
Whoa,
Sweep
you
for
can.
T. Good
Whoa,
line.
you can.
Sweep for T.
Whoa, room.
Line's good. Room. Line's good.
Hey,
Sweep
yeah,
for T.
can't hurt it.
Can't hurt it for line.
Can't hurt it.
Can't hurt it.
Great shot.
Yep. Yep.
Not there yet.
Wow, very nice. The draw to the top of the button and the handshakes and make it 5 straight wins. Northern Ontario make the final 7-3. So 5-0 to remain undefeated. And Mark Kean from Fenland Falls now 2-2. take a look at the game story. It was the 3 after the opening 2 blanks in the third, then a key steal of 1 that set them on their way. And Ontario got 3 only in a 7-3 loss. The game story brought to you by Travelers It's Better under the umbrella.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. And by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
That music, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shops Final End Challenge. Secret word is house. So after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter that secret word house for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to the 2016 Brier in Ottawa. Well, we were on Sheet C. That game is over now with a 7-3 win by Northern Ontario. Over Ontario will go right next door to Sheet D. Watch the conclusion of this one as Manitoba trying to win 2 straight, then hand Newfoundland and Labrador a second straight loss. And it is the team from the Valley Haley Country Club in St. John, skipped by Brad Gushu, that does have the last rock playing the Yellowstones. This is the 2011 Canadian Junior champion, Braden Moskowy, throwing third stones for Manitoba.
Great numbers for Braden.
It's a second appearance for Braden. When he was living in Saskatchewan, he played with Brock Virtue.
Light. 12.
And Brock Virtue now has moved back to Alberta, and he was involved in the Alberta playdowns.
Just tight. Hard, all you got, guys.
Played with Charlie Thomas in the Alberta playdowns.
A little deeper. Hard.
Another junior champion, am I
Hard.
right?
Bounce
Yeah.
off. Go, 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 go.
Was familiar.
Sets up a double here, half a
Just
rock.
kill 1.
Oh, they're going to go for the
Just
single.
throw a cannon at the middle and spin it up. Yeah, I like it. Is there anything bad that? Yeah.
What's that?
There's nothing bad that can happen, is there?
Well, if you hit half, maybe push it here. Still not the end of the world. You want out?
Yeah.
Out.
If you do hit half and the yellow one goes in the rings, the thrown rock's gone, so there's only 1 rock to play with, and they're still fine with it. They can keep it at 2 like this. They're in good shape. This is a good chance to get rid of everything.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's good.
They'll leave it right there.
Well thicker. Well, yeah, there's nothing that could go wrong. Yeah.
Just late on that last one, eh? That's good. Definitely
Back 4.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it looks like a lot of weight.
Well then.
Got tons and tons of line. We can wait. No, it needs to pick. Back 4. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get ready, though. We're going to have to bury some. It should get there. Get ready.
Back.
It's on its own. Go, 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 go,
Back to sheet D here now. That will curl big time. Brad was worried it wasn't going to fight the guard by about 1.5 feet.
I threw this run back here.
Yeah.
Moved like a centimeter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, you just peel it.
What's that?
You just peel this, don't you? Then we just have an open hit.
Well, if I run it and miss it, I'm going to have an open hit either way, right?
Oh, okay, sure.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Intern?
Sure.
Because if I miss the run, it should
we
be
can't
open.
do this, eh? That doesn't miss it, like a sliver?
He'll still be open.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Just rip, eh?
No, it doesn't matter. You can't. If I miss it, it's going to be open anyways.
Plus, you miss it by a fraction.
I don't mind just simplifying and ripping.
Yeah, I agree with that too, Cheryl.
Yeah, don't need to make it. It was a 3-point lead.
Guys, if I miss it, it's going to be open. What does it matter?
Guy wants to be a hero.
Ray Reed's point's a good one. Like, there's a pretty good chance it's going to roll a bit. A white, take the chance. Just peel it out, make a wide open, hit the win.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Off.
Whoa.
Canadian and world champion. And you'll get it in the back.
Wow. How good is that?
And that'll bring out the handshakes, and that's the win, and 2 in a row for Carruthers in Manitoba. 8-5 is your final. You go to 2-2. That's 2 losses today for Newfoundland and Labrador's Gushue. Now look at this. You know, when you see these teams here, you got one undefeated team. You've got 1-1 lost Saskatchewan. Look at all the 2 lost teams already. And as Russ was just pointing out during the break, that's remarkable to see so many teams with 2 losses after just 3 days of play. Now TSN 1 and 3 has the 1 game remaining on the ice, and that is Quebec against Alberta. Jean-Michel Menard and Kevin Cooey. A reminder, our coverage continues tomorrow morning, just the 1 game. Brian and Kathy will have it for you. Steve Laycock and the team from the Nutana. Saskatoon looking very good at 3-1 as they go against Jeremy Mallet from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John and his all-rookie team. 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time when we join you again. So till then, thank you for joining us on this Monday night. The Tim Hortons Brier is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.